Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Dark Aisha Nujana, metric number 260515, and my group member's name is Noah Afifah binti Abdul Manan, metric number 263462. Our topic is on raising awareness of domestic violence between gender using 2D animation. We are from group 7 and we're going to explain on our 2D animation. So basically our 2D animation is like a linear type of animation. There's absolutely nothing the viewers have to click on. Basically all the info they will get from the animation just by watching it. And we will post it on social media platforms, mainly on Facebook and YouTube. This project aims to raise awareness of issues related to domestic violence between genders by a short 2D animated PSA. The animation will portray two scenarios of domestic violence abuse between the genders. It also includes important info on what a person should do if he or she is a victim of domestic violence. Basically, the viewer will just get all the info about domestic violence in different genders and also how they should act once they know anybody who's a victim of this situation. And the problem statement that we have is both men and women end up in higher risk to be subject of domestic violence, and also a lack of platform to provide enough knowledge and information that many people post a lot about like both genders on the domestic violence. So we plan to highlight on that and we will post it on social media platform that most people use, which is usually YouTube and Facebook, especially since our YouTube content is and it's almost 5 minutes long. And then social media only show what domestic violence without explaining more about it. A lot of awareness that victims are mostly women and children, but there is not much for men. Also, we also plan to give more info to like the Malaysian people. So we also have some information in the end what type of like hotline Malaysia has in case anybody has experienced domestic. Next, I'm going to pass it to the next person.
Okay, for the objective, firstly is to design the content, storyline, storyboard, character, props, location, audio, voice-over, animation, video editing, and special effect of the PSA. Second is to create the 2D animation for the PSA based on the design. And third is to evaluate the effectiveness of the PSA in raising awareness about the issue of the domestic violence among the gender. For the target audience and target users are people across the world, but mainly we focus on Malaysia and suitable for any genders at age 12 and above. Next, we will show you our product.
Audio preview.
I was in my late 20s when I met my ex, and we married a year later. He slapped me across the face once, as he didn't like the meal that I cooked. The abuse started a week after we were married. 6 months into the marriage, I asked for a divorce. But to my shock, he said that if I divorced him, he would kill my family and I.
Started with a nice relationship with the woman I love. Everything was fine, we were both really happy, but somehow she became more and more toxic. She starts blaming me for every bad thing that happened and belittling me whenever she had the chance.
We went to confide to someone to tell what's going on. But my husband was telling one thing and doing another. He keeps on telling lies. As a matter of fact, I also earned more than him and had to cover all the household expenses. This made me have to think and worry all the time. things up, he is the one who keeps demanding for more and more money from me.
I tried telling my parents about this, but instead of supporting me, they accused me of blaming me for treating my wife wrongly. Nobody supported me except for my kids. They always helped me, give me strength, and I'm truly blessed to have them in my life.
I became a prison in my own house. He keeps controlling me. He destroyed my self-esteem and telling me how worthless I was, and just feeling like I want to die.
After several years of this toxic environment, suddenly my wife told me she was leaving me. It seemed obvious to me that she had someone else, so I filed for a divorce. Luckily, she did not want the kids, so I could still take care of them. But that toxic surrounding did not end there. As now all my family members and friends keep on blaming me and telling me how this is all my fault. I never really had the strength to tell anyone what really happened because I would know that nobody would listen to me.
One day, I finally got my courage. I tried to find a chance to get out from the house. I ran as far as I could, and to my luck, I met a police officer around my housing area, and I told them everything.
Frankly, I only realized after my wife left that it was a serious abusive relationship. I went to see a nice therapist who made me see that it was not all my fault, and I was stuck thinking it was my mistake when in fact I was the victim who was surrounded by toxic people. After knowing this for sure, I finally could smile again, and I knew what I had to do.
So, as the conclusion, this PSA animation was successfully designed and developed to spread awareness of domestic violence between gender, and also one of the effective ways so that people can be more aware of their surroundings and strive to aid other victims. So that's all from us. Thank you.